What's happening, everybody? Sean here with Reactions to the Classics, and today we have a song reaction from Parquet Court. Almost had to start a fight slash in and out of patience. This comes courtesy of our patron and longtime supporter, Kevin M. Thank you, Kevin. Always appreciate the stuff that you bring. Before we jump in and get started, guys, please give this a big thumbs up. Hit the big red subscribe button below. And if you haven't already, check out our Patreon page. We can react to a song for you, do all kinds of stuff, just like we're doing here for Kevin M. The patrons make this channel work. Also, check out our live streams on Twitch. The link is below. Please give us a follow. Live streams every Wednesday afternoon, Friday night, and whenever else we feel like it. So, before we jump in to the song, I want to talk a little bit about Parquet Court. Don't know anything about them. I know the Parquet Court in the old famous Boston Garden, but I don't know the band Parquet Courts. But they are an American group formed in New York City. Got Andrew Savage on vocals and guitars, Austin Brown, vocals, guitars, keyboard, Sean Eaton on bass, Max Savage on drums. Looks like they have 6 albums. This song in particular was a single, and it comes off their latest album, which was released in May of 2018, called Wide Awake. I have not looked at the lyrics, so I'll figure it out as we go. This was produced by Danger Mouse. I read where the band wanted them to produce this album to push them out of their comfort zone. So we will check this out. According to something I'm reading here, it almost had to start a fight to song about boundaries which the band set for their own civility in the face of radical right-wing agitation. They stated that in an interview with NPR. When they were asked about in and out of patience during the same interview, they stated it was Brian Burton's insistence that both songs be one track. They also went in to say that for an album with so much grand anger, the grievances on the song are much more petty. Wow, so I guess that's going to be quite the ride, guys. But as always, going to have the lyrics pulled up. We'll listen to it, won't really comment during it, give you my thoughts at the end. Once again, Kevin M., appreciate it.
Almost had to start a fight. Don't know how to react, so I won't. What do you do when you are provoked? Windows, something stop being a joke. Cut up in our modern lives. Adapt to the void, then if you must. Into this perverted status quo. What if I've grown tired of being polite? Why am I searching for a reason? I'm in the chaos dimension. Reasons eclipsed by tension. I want not to feel numb about death. Finding peace is not an easy task. Breathing to see if there's any left. Reading about how many people died. Can someone tell me the reason? I'm in the chaos dimension, trapped in a brutal invention. If it stops, I'm having a bad dream.
Now we're into in and out of patience. The second part of the double songs here.
In and out of patience, I just can't keep it around. Most of mine's been taken. As I'll find out amount. Had a little left, but I gave it to you. Now someone's at my door, and he needs some too. Lighting up my phone, talking in my mood, and all I got left is this shit attitude. All this music's playing in my head. If it stops, I'm having an unshakable nightmare. Don't have enough to share. Sometimes on life itself, I'm neither here nor there. The MTA took the first of it. 20-minute delay wasn't the worst of it. So hard underground, you could burn to death. Now you're right on time. stops, if it stops, and if it stops, I'm counting on you. This next one's called Freebird 2.
Well, there you have it, Parquet Courts with Almost How to Start a Fight and In and Out of Patience. So the first part of the song, Almost How to Start a Fight, starts out basically almost how to start a fight, didn't know what to do, didn't know how to react. What do you do when you are provoked? In an interview with GQ, this kind of came what this was about. Savage's own sense of urgency came after a gig in Atlanta when a man wearing a Make America Great Again hat made a show of himself and got kicked out. Savage said, I was so angry at him, he says, I felt ashamed that he was into the music. I felt conflicted. That was my tipping point. Then he's like, then the song goes on, when does something stop being a joke? Caught up in our morbid modern lives, then a bunch of adapt stuff into this perverted status quo. What if I've grown tired of being polite? So the chorus pops in, why am I searching for reason? I'm in the chaos dimension, reasons eclipsed by tension. So this was in 2018. Stuff was very hot here in the United States, if you're not watching here from the States. Like the climate, as far as like just tense is what I mean by hot. And it's way hotter right now as I sit here at the end of 2020. So interesting that they had this experience. You know, they're just trying to play the music, and that's why we try to keep politics out of this channel. If you've watched this channel enough, you probably know my thoughts on it. Try to keep it out of it. Man, music should be a place where we can just escape. But I think they probably experienced as an artist being on stage, like, can't we just come here and have music and all get along and enjoy it and not have this go on? So I like that they brought that. It's a short song. It's 3 minutes, 15 seconds, and it's two songs in one. They move into the second movement, as they call it, In and Out of Patience. In and Out of Patience, I just can't keep it around. Most of mine's been taken. Is there a finite amount? Had a little bit left, but I gave it to you. Now someone's at my door, and they need some too. A little call and response. Lighting up my phone, darkening my mood, and all I got left is this blank attitude. At least music's playing in my head. I read that a lot of this album talks about the predominance of smartphones and the rise of that and how it kind of separates you socially. And I 100% agree with that. And I mean, with the pandemic that we've had this past year, the stuff just makes it worse, right? So he just kind of goes in on that, in and out of patience, don't have enough to share. Sometimes on life itself, I'm not here nor there. The MTA, so he's talking about the transit system in New York City. 20-minute delay wasn't the worst of it. So hot underground, you could burn to death. Now you're right on time to take what I got left. Funky music playing in my head, and then it just, if it stops, if it stops, if it stops, I'm counting on you. And then they go into the outro, just introducing the next song, Freebird 2. Interesting song. They go together, even though they're not about the same subject, because, you know, he's tired of the political climate and just all the unrest, and then he's out of patience. So you can kind of see where they fit together. Pretty good choice on their part by bringing those into the same song. I liked it musically, almost a little pseudo-punk feel to it, just a little bit. Enjoyed that. On first listen, I'm going to be a 7.25, and I'll probably give these guys a listen, maybe this whole album, kind of interested with the subject matter on it. As always, appreciate you, Kevin M., for bringing this to us. Guys, let me know your thoughts below. Anything else I maybe should check out from this band. And until next time, I will see you.